Hi everyone, welcome to Mad About the Voice. This is the second edition in my free vocal tips for the month, and I want to make today's video a little bit more stylistic in terms of its content. I would like to introduce an idea that I kind of penned, and I call it How to Build Your Vocabulary of Vocal Movement. Anyone who's anyone in the industry that's ever been serious about singing will tell you that when they used to grow up in the singing world, they would get in front of the mirror trying to sort of copy and pretend to be their favourite artists, trying out, you know, signature dance moves, stage positions, postures, expressions and that sort of thing, even to the point of copying licks, trills, ad-libs and riffs. We've all done it. Because at the end of the day we like to draw inspiration from other artists, and I think it's a really healthy thing to do. So what I'd like to do is encourage you, keep doing those things. You might have an artist where you feel your voice and their voice are kind of similar, you have a vocal affinity to their voice and you feel that maybe the styles are quite similar or some of the tonal qualities. Cool. Emulate that artist, take certain things from what they do and draw from them, be inspired by them, and take whatever you learn and form it into what you want to be. Yeah, I don't really advocate people copying artists just for the sake of being an exact copy, but for the purpose of drawing inspiration, learning new skills and developing it into what they want to be. I think that's great. So, talking about building your vocabulary of vocal movement, what I'd like to do is demonstrate some riffs that you can sort of take, nurture, practice and then build upon. And basically the reason why I call it the turnaround riff is because it's got a series of notes and at a particular interval the actual riff then repeats itself and it kind of turns around, and then it turns around again and it turns around again and it turns around again, and a singer can basically milk that and use that and keep turning around those same series of intervals for as long as they like. It's a really cool riff to do when it's done well. It's usually used within R&B and gospel, and specifically when you get to a long phrase. It might be a vowel sound, it might be a word, it might just be a long note, but basically what happens is it makes that long phrase a little bit more interesting to listen to. I wouldn't use this riff or this kind of riff too much within a song because it does tend to cloy the audible taste buds of your listener. I would use it at a specific point where there is a nice stretchy note, and you just want to do something really different with that note and make it really special, and it's got to be tasteful as well. It's not really cool when a singer kind of does too much within the song. Stick to the melody, stick to the feel of the song, relay the message, tell the story, but when you get to this part of the song and you know that you can use that turnaround riff, then use it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play at the end of this video, I'm going to play a track by a well-known artist, a well-known song, and in this track he actually uses this idea of, I've given it away, haven't I? Well, he uses this idea of the turnaround riff, so you'll be able to hear what I'm talking about. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the notes on the piano. I'm only going to use about 5 notes. You can use more, you can use less depending on what you want to do. And the whole aim of this is I'm going to slow it down so that you can hear the notes. It's best to practice this slowly and then speed it up later. The notes are supposed to be sung in quick succession, so the riff's supposed to be quite quick or kind of mid-tempo. But listen to the notes anyway and then I'll demonstrate. Yay! You can also use the vowel sound R, first slowing it down. And then you speed it up as you go along. So there's so many different wonderful and creative ways you can use this turnaround riff, and just be daring with it. Try different things that are just completely out of this world, things that are very contained. Mess around with it. I want to demonstrate one more movement. It's, again, turnaround concept, but it's a slightly different movement. It still does the same thing. It turns around at a particular interval, but it's just a different movement of notes. So have a listen to this one. Okay, so I'm going to play the notes first. Basically, that's it. So I'm going to sing that now. Oh, hey. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that helped. This whole concept of building your vocabulary of vocal movement is all about building a language of riffs, you know, a foundation of different riffs that are already kind of locked down in your system, so that you can pull it out at any time and use it on any song and use it how you want to use it. You know, it's good to get that foundation and build on it. Try different things with those riffs. Think slightly out of the box, you know. Take those riffs and ideas and use them as a foundation, but try to build on top of them. Get in the mirror and just try stuff. Trial and error, that's how this stuff really works. And the more you try stuff out, the more you make some mistakes, the more you'll realize that some cool stuff comes out of those mistakes, and you can use that and perfect that and make that into you. Because at the end of the day, it's all about building your own unique identity as an artist, as a singer. So I hope you enjoyed that. Please go into the website www.madaboutthevoice.com and you know, hook me up on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Got some more videos up there. I'm going to be doing a whole new series with some of my students and my clients that are quite interesting, so look out for those. But yeah, send me an email if you want to know more. If you want to come and see me, get in touch with me, info@madaboutthevoice.com. It's been great dealing with that particular subject. I look forward to dealing with some more subjects next month. Take care and stay mad about the voice. Bye bye.